Hi. In the previous video, we have discussed about the total number of buses present in it, and we have discussed about how measure can be written. And now you can see, although the we have not selected any of the year, when we select the year, it is getting the corresponding count of the year, the total city buses. But when we unselect it, it is giving the total summation of all the buses. So you can see 300, 500, 600. These all sum up to 3000. In order to avoid this kind, what we have to do is we have to select the corresponding measure, and we should filter it. So we are filtering it. Now I have selected this measure, and in this year column we have to keep by value by top one, and we have to filter it by value of year. So as a result, we can see the latest year. So without selecting it, we will be getting the default value of all the measures of the latest year. In a similar way, whenever any measure is created, we have to do the we have to filter it based on the latest year. Okay, let's create one more measure for a clear understanding. So such that all the measures creation remains the similar way. So I'm going to discuss about 2 to 3 measures initially. So the second part is total active routes. So the total active routes, I have already pre-written the measures. So I'm going to write again total active routes. So it is better if we write the measure in a tabular view. So new measure total active routes. So here we are going to check for the total active routes. So where are the routes? Where is the route? Here it is, city routes. City routes active, which means calculate sum of yearly trend RTA of value. Okay. Now the expression part is over. Now filtering part, where yearly trend RTA of metric, which metric? City routes active is equal to city routes. It has to be same active. Let's see whether I could get this or not. Even a small space will not get the value. So text deck and drop it down. Yes, I got it. So here you can see the total active routes. Here also you can see we without selecting anything, the total city routes active. Oh, okay. Yes, we got the correct result. So I am unselecting it. As a result, what I got the summation of all the routes. So city routes active. A, B, C. Here you can see the summation of 78, 76, 70, 73, 80, and 84. All the routes gets active. So again, I am going to select it. I am going to filter it based on the year of the recent year, the top one, and apply the filter. Now we got, so every other measure, most of the times all the measures are created in similar way. Effective fleet operating, daily passengers, even the effective fleet operating. So I'm going to discuss one more measure which is important measure. Remaining all like drag and drop, use the same formula. I have written all the formulas and simply copy paste it. Suppose take the effective fleet operating. Like it's a repetitive part. So whatever thing you do, it's all the repetition of the same value. So instead of wasting our time in exploring these things, whatever the repetitive part, I'm excluding it so that we could explore better. We could have a better understanding of the dashboard. So again, see. So after doing around 3 measures, we would have some idea of about how to filter it in the top value. So again, I kept year as one of the thing. So year as I am filtering by year. So again 567. So yeah, the 567. So all these measures which are repetitive, I am not going to discuss because they can be done only by simply copy pasting the value. the values which are not repetitive, which needs to be understand, because the city bus active routes, effective fleet operating, daily passengers, all these values are already present. And I'm I'm going to explain. I'm going to explain the most important part, the revenue earning per kilometer. So I'm going to explain the important part, fleet utilization percentage. So as I mentioned, I'm going to discuss about the things which are important in analyzing the fleet utilization percentage. I'm going to write a measure. So what is fleet utilization percentage? So here the fleet utilization percentage is nothing but effective fleet operating by total number of operated, which means the total number of buses available to the total buses which are in operation. So the total number of buses available is 635. Or the total is the effective fleet operating 567, which means that 567 by 635 is the fleet utilization percentage. Let's check whether we get it correct or not. So here 87.33. Let's check whether the value is correct or not using our calculator. 567 by 635. So 89.29. It's nearby. 567 to near 89, 87 point percentage. So this is how we are going to obtain, because when we convert into percentage and convert into number, value gets changed 1 or 2%. So 89.29. The fleet utilization percentage. Yeah, yes, we got it. 89.29. If we unselect it, it's 87.33, because it's again the fleet utilization percentage of all the years, not only 1 year. If we select 23-24, 567 by 635. Otherwise, it is fleet utilization percentage of all the years combined by total capacity of all the buses. Hence, we get 89.29, the effective correct amount of utilization percentage. So this is how the dashboard page will be created. And I'm going I'm going to add all the measures before starting with building up the visualization part. So I'll going to pause it for a second. Yes. So now you can observe that I have created all the measures. All these measures have been created as created in the previous one. Now the purpose of creation of this measure is I want to make this visual. So once I make one visual, all the visuals will be similar. So I'm going to make this initial visual, cost per kilometer and earning per kilometer, this visual. So for this, I need to say these are all the visualization part. This is called a card. This is not a KPI. This is a slicer unit. So when we change it, everything will be changed. Now I need a visual line chart. So I see I have selected this and everything got changed. So we need to be very careful in Power BI. So I have selected this visual. So what is this visual? This is in the visualization part. We can see x-axis and y-axis. So in the x-axis we have years. So I keep year in the x-axis, and y-axis we have, what do we have? Earning per kilometer and cost per kilometer. So I keep earning per kilometer and y-axis in one place, and cost per kilometer. Here we can see the total number of parameters which are present. So in actually should be in similar to this, but while learning phase, after completion of all the KPIs of all the measures, I'll go I'm everyone, any BI, any BI developer will arrange it. So for this, initially there is an year, as we can see there is a year in a y-axis, and x-axis we have cost per kilometer as one parameter, and earning per kilometer as the other parameter. So here how it is. Okay, this is in our. So let's try to mimic it exactly. Earning per kilometer, cost per kilometer. So here we can see out. So here also 23 to 24, this axis can be changed. So sort axis based on the year. So also based on the year ascending. So whatever we got here, the same graph we have, this is in obtained. In a similar way, all the charts has been prepared, and by changing different visualization, I'm going to explain each chart in the next video of the original Apsrtc. Till now I've explained about how these charts are prepared and how this visualization can be useful. It will be explained in the coming video. In similar way, all these charts can be prepared. So there is no point of discussing every chart, but once we get deep into the chart, we could understand the advantage of having visualization. Thank you.